Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel, Gardening in Cold Spring Harbor. I hope all of you are staying safe and are doing well. Do you love blueberries? Well, then maybe you should consider growing your own. Today's video is a fall blueberry bush planting guide video. Today I'm going to be planting this brand new, beautiful Elliott blueberry bush variety right over here in my home garden, and I wanted to share this experience with you guys, my fellow home gardeners. So for those of you looking for that online gardening channel which offers tips, tricks, easy yet proven gardening advice to take your home gardens to that next level, please don't go anywhere, guys. Stick around with me today. Start with going below this video and clicking the subscribe button if you enjoyed the content of my videos. If you find my videos to be useful, helpful, informative in absolutely any way, don't forget to click the bell icon below as well. This way YouTube will send you notifications each time I'll upload a new video. Now come with me, let's plant this beautiful brand new blueberry bush and let's get gardening. Now that you have decided to plant and grow blueberries in your own home garden, next very common and very important question that comes up is, when is the correct time to plant blueberry bushes in our home gardens? For those of you living in warmer southern climates, those are USDA gardening zones 8 through 11. You can plant blueberry bushes in your home garden either early spring or right now in the fall seasons. For those of you, my fellow home gardeners who live in cooler northern climates, those are USDA gardening zones 6 and below. You should plant blueberry bushes only in the early spring season, because if you plant them now in the fall, they're not going to have enough time to get established prior to those cold, freezing winter temperatures. Unlike many other berries that we plant in our home gardens, which prefer neutral soil pH, which is 6.5 to 7.5. Blueberries are much different. They thrive and produce beautiful, large, abundant harvests when planted and grown in acidic soil. Blueberries do best when planted in the soil with pH of 4.3 to 5.5. So how do you amend that soil pH level? How do you make your soil more acidic if the soil in your garden is more neutral or alkaline? You can purchase sulfur or soil acidifier, which is widely available in any garden center, plant nursery, even big box stores. Today I'm going to be planting 2 Elliott blueberry bushes in my home garden. Remember, if you're planting multiple blueberry bushes, you space them at least 4 to 6 feet apart to give them enough space to grow. If you're planting in multiple rows, space the rows 7 to 11 feet apart. Blueberries are self-pollinating, which means you don't have to plant multiples. However, if you want bigger harvest, bigger yields, I do recommend that you plant at least 2 to 3 blueberry bushes in your home garden. Now let's plant these beauties together with you guys. We're going to be planting my 2 brand new blueberries right over here in my south side garden. Why? Because I know that my plants will get full sun exposure. That's at least 6 to 8 hours of bright direct sunlight per day. You have to make sure that the planting hole which you will dig will be at least 2 to 3 times wider than the width of the existing container in which your blueberries came. The plant root ball has to fit absolutely comfortable in the new planting hole. How can you tell if your new planting hole is the correct width and the correct depth? Very easy. You take your pre-potted blueberry bush and you try to position it in the center of your planting hole. You want to make sure that you will have plenty of space around the container. If you see that there's at least 2 to 3 inches between the container and the edging of your planting hole, then you know that this is the perfect depth and perfect width to plant your blueberry bush. If you're planting blueberries in the fall, please do not amend the planting hole nor the soil with any sort of compost, manure, or fertilizer. The cold winter temperatures are just around the corner and we do not want to encourage any new foliage growth. Right now, this blueberry bush is in the process of going into its dormancy phase or resting period. How do you know that? You will see that the leaves or the foliage will start to change color from bright green to brown, yellow, or even burgundy in color. And once the leaves change the color, they will start to fall off the bush. That's an indication that your blueberry bush is in the process of going into the resting or dormancy period, which is perfect. That's exactly what you want if you're planting your bush in the fall. The next step is to comfortably remove the plant out of the container. You want to loosen the root ball by tapping on the bottom of your container and gently pull out your bush. The next step is to loosen up the bottom end of the root ball. You can use your fingers. You want to make sure that the roots will become nice and loose like this. The next step is to position the bush comfortably into the planting hole. Again, we are not adding any fertilizer. And what you do next is you backfill the planting hole comfortably. We will not be tapping on the soil. We will not be stepping on the soil to compress it down. You want the soil to be as airy, as loose as possible. Blueberries like very well draining soil. This is exactly what you want to be seeing once you finished backfilling the hole. Now that we backfilled the hole, the next very important step is to water our newly planted blueberry bush. You want to make sure that you water from all angles, and you want to give it at least 1 gallon of water. Not only will the water help the roots establish better, also it will eliminate any potential air pockets that could be deep within the soil. How often should you be watering your blueberry bush going forward? You should be giving it at least 1 to 2 gallons of water every 5 to 7 days. That is equivalent to roughly 4 to 8 liters. You can decrease that amount if it has been raining in the area where you live. Now let's plant my second Elliott blueberry bush. I did the same thing by digging the planting hole, which is right over here. I'm going to take my second blueberry bush and fit it into the planting hole to make sure that the depth and the width of my planting hole is the correct sizing. Looks like the container fits absolutely beautifully in this planting hole. You could see that there's still plenty of distance between the edging of the container and the edging of the planting hole. Once again, I'm going to tap on the bottom of the container, loosen up the root system, pull the plant out, use my fingertips to loosen the ends of the root ball like this. I'm going to position my plant in the center of the planting hole, and I'm going to gently backfill the planting hole. Again, we will not be stepping on the soil. We will not be tapping on the soil. You want the soil to be as loose as possible. You want to make sure to give your blueberry bush 1 inch of water per week during the growing phase, 4 inches of water per week during the fruit or ripening phase. When the new buds start to set in early summer, you want to make sure to stay on top of the watering routine. If your blueberry bush will receive insufficient watering, not only are you going to end up with much smaller harvest or yield, the berries which you will get will be much smaller in sizing because of the lack of watering. Now that we have planted our blueberry bushes and we have not amended the soil nor fertilized it, so when is the correct time to fertilize blueberry bushes? The perfect time to fertilize our blueberry bushes is in the late winter, early spring season. You want to be using a fertilizer that is formulated for acid-loving plants or ammonium sulfate. Perfect NPK ratio should be 10 to 10 to 10. But we do not fertilize the first growing year. You start to fertilize second to third year of growth. When should you prune your blueberry bushes? You should let them grow first 2 to 3 years comfortably. At that point, they will have between 5 to 18 permanent central canes. After 2 to 3 years of growth, you could prune your blueberry bushes if they have crisscrossing branches or they got very big and unruly. Otherwise, if you see any dead, damaged, cracked canes the first year of growth, you could comfortably prune those off. This is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for joining me here today in my home garden in Long Island, New York, Zone 7A. Together with you guys, my fellow home gardeners, we have planted 2 brand new blueberry bushes in my home garden. If you enjoyed the content of this video, if you found today's video to be useful, helpful, informative, in absolutely any way, don't be shy, guys. Show me that support by clicking thumbs up. It's super easy for you to do, yet it's super pleasing and rewarding to me. It lets me know that you enjoy watching my videos and you find my videos to be helpful for your own home gardening. Please leave your comments in the comment section below. I take the time to read each and every single one of your comments, and I respond to each and every single one of you. For those of you who have been considering subscribing to my garden channel, yet haven't done so, please do so today. It's super easy. Just click the subscribe button below this video. If you want to get notifications each time I'll upload a new video, don't forget to click the bell icon below as well. Stay healthy, happy, be well, each and every single one of you. And remember, fall is for planting. And happy gardening, guys. And I'll see you again in my new upcoming garden videos. Bye, guys.